And we are live. We are live. I do apologize for the lateness, about 7 minutes late. And tonight was a difficult night because this was supposed to be done already, but because of inclement weather down in Texas, the games were pushed back, and they were pushed back big time. So here I am now at 1:22 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, you heard it right. A.M. and not P.M. A.M. Big up to the boy Fabio. How are you, man? A.M. You know what I mean? I gotta wake up at 4:45. Listen, man. This Gold Cup, covering this Gold Cup is rough, man. It's rough like sandpaper, I'm telling you. It's hard. It's hard. This is no exaggeration. It is hard as hell. So look, man. Qatar 3, Panama 3, Honduras 4, Grenada 0. Big up to everybody in the chat, and we're back for the 2021 Concacaf Gold Cup Daily, where I will be attempting to watch every game and be attempting to talk about all of them live, because that's the only way it could be done. I won't be able to make a video and edit it and put it up and, and then wake up and go to work. And nah, it's not going to happen. But it's a good thing that tomorrow is my Friday, so I could definitely do any kind of lateness. Any lateness will be fine tomorrow and Thursday, but today it's rough, man. I've had a rough week. Seriously, I've really had a rough week, man. But look, let us talk. Since we don't have a lot of time, let us talk, and let's start with the game between Honduras and Grenada. I watched the entire second half, but I did fall asleep sometime in the first half there because I was extremely tired, and I'm glad I did get some sleep. So, yeah, that happened. I just want to keep it real. Got to keep it honest. But I did like what I see from Grenada, though. I'm not going to act like Grenada deserved to get beaten 4-0 because the result does not tell the true story of what happened in the game. It really didn't. You see what I'm saying? 4-0 does not tell the true story of how Grenada performed. Really didn't. You see what I'm saying? So we have Qatari $25 coming in here. Thank you very much there. KJK, love from Qatar. Our defense was terrible, but I think our attack was quality, and I think we will win this tournament. I do have a feeling you would win the tournament, but judging from what I saw tonight, I don't know, man. I don't know right now, man. I'm telling you, I don't know, but we shall see, and we will talk about this game very soon. We will. We'll touch on this game very soon. But let's talk about the Honduras 4, Grenada 0. Big up to the boy Thriller, who says, here's a donation for Starbucks coffee tomorrow for you tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Thank you very much there, Thriller. And thank you very much, KJK, for coming in with the super chats. You guys are the real deal. So 25 Qatari Rial is equal to 687 US dollars. So thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it, man. Do appreciate the change to pick up some water, because I don't really drink coffee. I'll get some water, man. Or you know what? I'll put some gas in my tank here. This tank, yeah, because I do need the gas right about now. Big up to the boy Obina, who says, damn, it's 1 a.m. Go to sleep, bro. I know. When I was about to go live just now, I was having some problems with my my camera. The software needed to be updated, and my wife came down here and looked at me. I'm like, whoa, what? We got to talk about the Gold Cup. You see what I'm saying? I can't go to sleep. Without talking about the Gold Cup, man. You see what I mean? But look, man, we having a good tournament so far. I ain't going to lie. The Gold Cup has been very good so far. Very good. Surprisingly, because a lot of teams, they sent second string lineups and all of that. But we have had a very good tournament. And Group D, oh man, listen, Group D has been on fire so far. I think we had the game of the tournament so far. The game between Qatar and Panama. And this game was also good where Honduras did turn up the heat in the second half. So for this match, we had Jerry Bankston scoring in the 28th minute. That was the only goal in the first half. I think Grenada played well, man. I wasn't convinced with Honduras in the first half at all. I was like, whoa, what's going on here, man? Honduras looked kind of light because Grenada was actually giving them a run for their money with their English-based players like Aaron Pierre, who plays for Shrewsbury. And there's also another player by the name of Ollie Norburn, who currently he plays for Shrewsbury as well. So it's a Shrewsbury affair for Grenada. And I'm not gonna act like I know the players that well. There's a few local based players, and they look like a spirited bunch, man. You know what I mean? This team looks like they want to prove something at the tournament, and they look good, but they just couldn't score. They did threaten on many occasions, and when I say they threatened. They had 10 shots at goal, 3 on target, compared to Honduras's 11 shots, 4 on target, with Honduras being the more clinical, having the more quality players up top. All 4 of their goals were their 4 shots on target. Grenada played well, 42% of the ball, man. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like it was a complete push over like the scoreline suggests. It's just that in the second half, they ran out of steam and they were stretched, and way too much space available for Honduras to run in behind, because that goal by Edwin Solano, man, what a pass, and what a run in behind by Solano, and brilliantly dispatched, and then Leveron in the 85th minute, and then Romel Quioto in the 87th. You know, it just took advantage of a seemingly tired Grenada 11. But big up to the Spice Boys, nevertheless, though I think it was a valiant effort, and they should walk away with their heads held high. Quality comment here. Before I miss this comment, I want to read this comment. Not this one, my bad. William Cannon, the Panamanian midfield is lethal. Carrasquilla, Bárcenas, Rodriguez. This guy Carrasquilla is on another level, man. This guy is a talent, and he's young. He bossed the midfield. And we will get to that game just now. Excuse me. Big up to the boy Ryan LFC in the house. How are you feeling? He says blessings, love to everyone in the chat. Wagwan, Dominic. Kickoff football says Grenada played well. Honduras played sloppy but still won. Grenada need to bench the right back wearing number 2. He is not that experienced enough to start. Well, they gotta try something, and now from the first game they would see what they need to do going forward. But look, as I predicted, guys, Grenada are gonna be pushed over. I only predicted a 2-0 win for Honduras, and it was looking like a 2-0 win for a very, very long time. Actually, a 3-0 win. A 3-0 win for Honduras. They beat Grenada 4-0. So imagine what would happen to Grenada when they play against Panama, who's looking good. Panama actually surprised me tonight. I think Luis Mejia, he even though he conceded 3, he pulled off a few big saves. It could have got really ugly for Panama. Well, we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to finish off talking about Honduras, Grenada. And, whenever Grenada plays Qatar, it could get ugly, I'm telling you. I'm still on that. It could get very, very ugly here for Grenada, like I predicted. So, Zachary is saying Honduras is better than Panama. Have them beat in Qatar. What else we got here in terms of comments? KJK, do not sleep on Qatar. We are undefeated in European qualifiers. And that's the thing as well. Qatar are also in European qualifiers. They participated in Asian qualifiers. They were in the Copa America. Now they're in the Gold Cup. They're doing as much as possible to actually prepare for the 2022 World Cup, where they will host the World Cup and qualify as hosts. If you look at most Asian teams, not the high-profile ones like South Korea and Japan, but if you look at the other Asian teams, they mostly play amongst each other, and they play against a lot of these Southeast Asian teams like Indonesia and Malaysia and Vietnam and Tajikistan and these other countries, and they do not really come up against quality oppositions. And when they do play against the European teams or against the teams from South America or the stronger teams in the world, they suffer. So I like what Qatar doing. KJK. What else we got here in terms of comments, man? Let me see. Elhan Hernandez. Honduras has a problem in defense since two of our starters injured during our training. Our coach also using this game to test new players. Yep. I was surprised that Albert Elise didn't start the game. Romel Cueto didn't start the game. And there was a few regular starters that we didn't see from the beginning. But it was nice to see Luis Lopez in goal because he has looked very, very good recently. And another thing too, Honduras has not been playing well across the last several games, where they picked up a 0-0 against Mexico. They drew to Costa Rica in the Nations League, but did beat them on pens. Lost to the USA. They lost to Greece, drew to Belarus, and that was their, a stretch of 5 games without a win. But they did beat Trinidad and Tobago, and they drew to Martinique. So in their last, let's say, about 8 games, they picked up about 2 wins, and this would make a 3rd win. So they needed this. They were going through a very, very bad patch, so they needed this. And since the World Cup qualifiers back in for the 2018 World Cup, I don't think Costa Rica has been very good. So Fabian Coito would be a happy man here with this big win, and that would take Honduras on top of the group with a 4-0 win. So if I make any mistakes right now, or I mess up a few countries, I say Costa Rica when I meant Honduras or anything like that, guys, it's late, man. So yeah. El Mogos, how's it going down? Love to see you streaming. Appreciate that. Guys, if you're in here right now, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream late night thing. I won't be super long tonight. I've already been here for 12 minutes, and I don't want to be here for crazy long. So let me see what we got here. In terms of comments. Some more comments. Kevin Gaitan, after match day 1, which 2 teams do you think have the highest chance of getting to the final? Kind of hard to judge right now. We're going to have to wait until match day 2. Okay? Yeah. So we have Elhan Hernandez saying, I am not sure if you watched those games. We did not have good results, but the team functioned pretty well against USA, Mexico, and Costa Rica. Yeah, I saw those games, and Honduras did look good against the USA and against Costa Rica. I didn't watch the game against Mexico at all. Big up to the boy 8744 in the house, man. How are you doing? So, don't know if you remember my old username. It was Grego. Yep, I do. Emmanuel Cruz, another thing is some of the players playing in Europe were not called, like Lozano. Yeah, a lot of teams did not call up their best 11s because their best actually squads because of the long and grueling season we had last year. So just to finish off this analysis of the Honduras Grenada game, where I didn't really write down any notes for this one because I was so tired, man. Didn't write down any notes, but I do have notes for the Qatar Panama game that I don't even think I'll get into these notes too much because I don't want to be here forever tonight. Big up to the boy EBD is the sickest. How are you feeling? Who says kind of have the group of death here. Yeah, shaping up to be that, right? So in terms of stats, let me just go back to this game. Honduras, 11 shots at goal, 4 on target, 58% of the ball, 446 passes with an 84% pass accuracy. They committed 13 fouls and they had 3 corners. And for Grenada, 10 shots at goal, 3 on target, 42% of the ball, 333 passes with a 75% pass accuracy. So it was a quality display by Grenada despite conceding 4 goals. I know it sounds kind of strange, but if you watch the game, you know they played well. They played well. And I don't think they deserve to get beaten this bad at all. But guys, yeah, it's not easy, man. They got stretched. They got stretched towards the end. So big 3 points for Honduras like I predicted and I expected. Grenada, -4 goal difference. I'm predicting that goal difference to get below -10. So congratulations to Honduras. Wish them all the best in their next game where they will play Panama. And for Grenada, of course, they will come up against Qatar. That'll be a rough one. That'll be a rough one. So what we're going to do, we're going to move into the next game. Thanks for everyone who dropped their thoughts on this one. And we got to move on. We got to move on. So what else we got here? Corbin Whitaker is saying, I have to say it's embarrassing that you are covering the Gold Cup but didn't even notice the Copa America. Listen, bro. Listen. How many times do I need to explain myself? Do you see when the Gold Cup is being played? The Gold Cup is being played right now when there's not another tournament playing at the same time. Do you know back in 2017, this channel was built up on covering the Gold Cup? 2019, the same thing. I did do the Copa America back in 2019, right? And now I wanted to do the Copa America in 2021. But because I was doing the Euros and I had good momentum with that one, and the games for the Copa America was coming up as soon as the games for the Euros were over, what time do you think I had to talk about the Copa America and watch the games and did talk about the Euros? Bro, something's got to give, and it was the Copa America. All right? It was the Copa America. It wasn't even all that anyways. It wasn't. It wasn't. Congrats to Argentina. I watched a few games, but I chose not to talk about any games. All right? A lot of times, the South Americans don't even support the channel like that. You see what I'm saying? So you need to chill. Thank you very much. And we're going to move on. We're going to move on, man. Listen, stop it. Don't get me started tonight because I'm doing my best. I did, back in 2019, I covered the AFCON, Copa America, and I covered the Gold Cup all in the same summer. Why? Because my wife was home. She wasn't working. All right? But now my wife's working and, you know, I have to watch my little boy and all. It's hard. God damn. Anyways, Qatar 3, Panama 3. What a game of football we had where Qatar went ahead 1-0. Then Panama followed 1-1. Then Qatar went up 2-1 and then Panama followed. And then Qatar went up 3-2 and then Panama followed. It was a topsy-turvy affair and it was a very entertaining match. Are you not entertained? Please, are you not entertained? Look, El Mogos, you are one of the few people from South America that be around here. There's a language barrier and a lot of people don't really, you know what I mean? You know, you see the people in Spanish, they put out the videos and they get a whole crazy amount of views. But you do the thing in English and nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. I do the South American World Cup qualifiers. Nobody watched the videos. You see what I'm saying? It's not encouraging. So I couldn't have done the Copa America. I wanted to do it, but I couldn't do it. Simple. Big up to Cash Out Polar, 199 Super Chat. Best game of the tournament so far. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. Indeed it was. So, look, I predicted, big up to the boy Origin Z, and congrats to your team Argentina for winning the Copa America as well. I did watch a few games. That's the crazy thing. I watched the games. I just couldn't talk about the games. That's all. That is all, man. DNM Production, why isn't Nicaragua at the Concacaf Gold Cup? Ask them, man. They didn't qualify. They're not good enough. Not good enough. So, yeah, Experts Gaming, not good enough at all. So, look, look, it was a very bright start for Panama. Qatar they were sitting back. I don't know if they were actually feeling out the American environment. I don't know, but they did not start the game too well at all. I was really surprised by Panama and the way they started the game. They looked really good. And I was like, oh man, I'm about to be proven wrong here, because I even got into it in the comments with someone seemingly from Panama. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, hey man, I've watched Qatar play. I watched them at the last Asian Cup, and I watched them at the Copa America back in 2019. I've been following this team, and this team is hard to beat. They are hard to beat. They didn't lose, but I really didn't expect, their defense to be so freaking sloppy on the night. So KJK is asking, who was your man of the match? Akram Afif, in my opinion. Akram Afif. If you want to give a man of the match for Panama, it's going to be Yoel Bassinas, who turned the heat up on the night as well. You could say Karaskia as well. You see what I'm saying? He was very commanding in the middle of the field. So, look, very, very bright start, as I said, by Panama. And I was surprised the way Qatar started. But I knew that they would actually play themselves into the match, because this is a very cohesive bunch of players. 6 of the starters actually play for Al Sadd, the current champions of the Qatar Stars League, and every single player in the squad plays in the Qatar Stars League. You see what I'm saying? That's how crazy it is. It was 0-0 at halftime, and we had a thriller of a second half where both teams seemingly were feeling out each other in the first half. They say, listen, man, I'm blind here. Let me just feel things out. And then, maybe I'll come to life. Maybe I'll show up. But 14th minute, there was a chance by Abdel Karim Hassan, who won the Player of the Year in Asia, I think, back in 2018. Very, very good fullback there, man. He packs a punch. His shots pack a punch. And it was a really nice run forward by him. Muscle through the Panamanian defense, and he got a really good shot. And that was the first positive signs shown by Qatar in this game. So 26th minute, Jose Luis Rodriguez, one of the bright spots, one of the best players on this Panamanian team. I've been rating this guy since the 2018 World Cup. Really good left-footed shot, well saved by the Qatari goalkeeper Basham, who actually, I didn't even realize it. This one snuck upon me real fast, because Saad Al-Sheeb was the number 1 goalkeeper, and both players play for Al Sadd, and they just basically had a swisheroo of positions where Basham overtook Saad Al-Sheeb as the number 1 goalkeeper at Al Sadd, and therefore took over at the national team level as well. So that is something to note. Both goalkeepers had their moments in the game. Big up, hey Bob, how are you, man? How are you? Both goalkeepers had their moments in the match, but they both conceded 3. They both pulled off big saves, but they conceded some really for Qatar, those were some good goals, but I think the goals scored by Panama, they were soft, man. Very, very soft goals. Very, very soft, and could have been prevented. So, look, Panama, they were looking good in the first 30 minutes of the game. Slow start by Qatar, as I mentioned. 31st minute, Almoez Ali with the first big chance of the game, saved by Mejia. And I was surprised, because I've been criticizing Luis Mejia for the last couple weeks, because I didn't like what I saw from him against Curacao. But he looked in form. He looked in form in the first half. He looked really good. And a couple minutes later, Qatar came to life. Another big chance created for Almoez Ali by Akram Afif. This guy Afif, man, last night I was telling you guys, if some of these guys wasn't earning a good living in Qatar, they could have been playing for some top sides in Europe, because Akram Afif is a freaking beast, man. Jesus Christ. How good is he? How good is he on the ball? These deft touches, the skill moves, the tricks, the passing accuracy, the vision, and he has an eye for goal as well. So that second opportunity was actually smashed in by Almoez Ali, who I think if he was a bit more calm and he was a bit more skillful in that moment, he could have beaten the goalkeeper, but he just smashed it into his midsection. The goalkeeper needed some medical attention after that blow to his belly. So 0-0 at halftime. I think both goalkeepers had a great first half. Not so much in the second half, but the first half they were really, really exquisite. The first goal of the game came in the 48th minute, and of course it was scored by Akram Afif. Very, very good goal, man. And you could see the way Akram Afif put that ball away. He meant business. Really, 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 really meant business. So it was a ball came into the box, not dealt with by Mejia. I think he could have done a lot better with that one. Nobody at the far post marking the player who set up with the header to Akram Afif, and he dispatched it brilliantly. 1-0. At that point, I was like, okay, I'm getting my predictions right here. But nah, man. Panama replied immediately. A corner. I think that was a shot saved, well saved by Basham. Went out for a corner. Ball came in. I think that was Basinas with that ball. Corner taken shot like a training ground routine. And Blackburn headed into the back of the net. Soft goal to concede. I think Qatar was sleeping, man. Maybe they were jet lagged. Still jet lagged. And 1-1 to Panama. Goals galore. We had like 3 goals in about a 5-minute period, where Almoez Ali finally got his goal after a brilliant through ball, man. What a through ball by Akram Afif, playing Almoez Ali behind and smashed it into the back of the net after those 2 early misses. 2-1 to Qatar. But we had the goals again in the 58th minute, where Basinas, who I think was pretty brilliant on the night, he was taking on the Qatar defenders, and they kind of stand off a little bit too much. And Basinas just bent it around the defense, and Blackburn got some studs to it into the back of the net. Soft goals, man. Qatar, I was really disappointed with their defending. They look really, really lethargic at the back, man. And I think they have to get their act together. Bulem Kuki, Al-Rari at the back. They look light. They look really light. You see what I'm saying? Abdel Karim Hassan ventures forward a lot. So that could be an Achilles heel for this Qatari team going forward. You know what I mean? Homam Ahmed over in left back. He looked a little winded at times. So you got to give it to this Panamanian team though, because let me tell you, man, as I kept mentioning, this Qatar team is no joke. We saw what they did. And for Panama to keep coming back into the game, you have to give them the credit there, man. Seriously. So, 68th minute, Aziz, he had a chance. It was closed down. And from the resulting corner, Akram Afif was brought down. Well, I think the Panamanian fans would say he dived and it was too soft or whatnot. But if you guys really look back at what Akram Afif did there, he sold it very well, and it was bought by Yoel Basinas. Well sold. And I think it was a penalty. But he did look for it. He did look for it, and that's what any smart attackers do. So Hassan Al-Hados, the captain, stepped up and he hit Luis Mejia with a Panenka, man. That was nerves of steel. That was nerves of steel to pull off a Panenka at that point in time in the game. But you got to give it to Thomas Christensen, the manager, the coach of Panama, for making those substitutions. He brought on forward the Fajardo, and he brought on, before Fajardo, he brought on Ayaza. And Ayaza was the player brought down for that third goal, which was from the penalty spot. I think it was a dive. I honestly think it was a dive, though. It was a dive. I'm keeping it real here. It was a dive. But it was well sold. Some may say the Akram Afif penalty was a dive too, but this one was embellished even further. You know what I mean? It was embellished much better than the Akram Afif penalty. So up stepped Davis, and he dispatched it brilliantly to make it 3-3. Both teams scrapped it out for the remainder of the game, and it ended in a 3-3 draw. And it was very, very entertaining. But I gotta say, it was very, very poor game management by Qatar, though. Whenever they scored, they just seemed not to be able to just control the game. But as I always say, you're not playing by yourself. So you got to give the other team credit for just taking the game to Qatar and to get the point. Because I do think Panama deserves something from the game. And a point apiece is a fair result for what has been the most entertaining match of the 2021 Concacaf Gold Cup so far. So, Joel Lescano, Dom, you think was rewarded penalty for free? Yes. That penalty, I think the Panamanian penalty, was given just because I think the referee wanted to balance things out. You know, like if he sent a man off, he would send another one off that didn't really deserve, so he could equal out the thing. I think he did that because when he went and he looked at the screen, I don't know why he needed to look at the screen, because if he looked at the screen and he looked properly, I thought he should have overturned his decision, but he didn't. And he ran off and ran back, and I don't know why he did that. You see what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I think it's a fair result, 3-3. Qatar didn't deserve to win the game based on the way they defended, and I think Panama, the way they played, the way they started, they look bright. They look like a team on a mission. I think they deserve a point because Qatar, their quality started to come to life as the game progressed. And for Panama to actually deal with that and kept coming back in the game, they deserve something, in my opinion. So William Kennan is saying, Dom, you know that pen for Qatar was so weak. Yeah, it was. Listen, the penalties were soft, man. It was they were both soft penalties, man. Very, very soft penalties. So what else we got here in terms of comments, man? Not gonna get too deep into anything controversial that you guys are talking about right now. But EBD is the sickest. It's saying both penalties were soft. Definitely agree. Joel Lescano, Panama would have won 3-2. What else we got here, man? Carbon Whitaker, bro, I don't know what's your beef. I really don't know what's your beef with me. But it's all right, bro. It's all right. You know what I mean? The devil seems to be very, 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 very busy tonight. You know what I mean? Go do your thing, bro. Go do your thing. You know, go do your thing. I don't want to block you. I don't want to time you out or nothing. Just go do your thing, bro. You watch who you want to watch. You know, there were people covering the Copa America. You go watch them. I don't have to do everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't please everybody. If you try to please everybody, you end up pleasing nobody. You see what I mean? But the Gold Cup has always been a staple of this channel. And I live in America. I'm from St. Vincent. And I have to talk about my confederation, where you actually think that this confederation is actually, garbage, and you say, as a matter of fact, man, you know what, Carbon Whitaker? You're out of here, bro. You're out of here. Bye. Thank you very much. I can't deal with the negativity. Seriously. It's too late, man. 1:56 a.m. in the morning. I got freaking 2.5 hours sleep to get right now. I'm not dealing with you and your nonsense. Seriously. You feel me? So get out of here. Get out of here. You know what I mean? Whatever. I'm not even mad, but you know what I mean? We don't have to put up with this. We really don't have to put up with this. So, look. Rolando Blackburn with the brace. Big up to Rolando Blackburn. Eric Davis with the penalty. We had Akram Afif with a goal and assist. And responsible for going down for the penalty. So that's why I say he's the man of the match. He influenced the game the most. But I think this Qatar team will grow in confidence as the tournament progresses. And things are looking very good right now in Group D. Because Panama is going to be, it's going to be difficult to beat them as we see. I predicted Panama to come in third in this group here. But I think the game between Panama and Honduras that's going to come up this Saturday, that's going to be a really, really good game. That's going to be a good game. Really good game. So big up to KJK. Thank you very much for becoming a new member. That's a wise decision because I will be talking about the World Cup next year. And I will continue to talk about World Cup qualifiers and do appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for blessing us and being part of the community. You know what I mean? You're the real deal. Not Corbin Whitaker, definitely. So, you know what I mean? And these are the people, these are the people that never support the channel. You see what I'm saying? They don't support the channel, but they want to come on the channel and tell you what to do. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, they say you just lost, you just lost one, but you gain about 5 more. So it's all good. It is all good. It is all good, man. So what else we got here? Also, I like this comment. Kickoff football former Barcelona and Spain World Cup winner Xavi Hernandez's managerial style of play and had an impact with Qatari national team. The team plays just as his club Al Sadd plays. Yes, and big up to Felix Bas Sanchez as well, who is a very, very good manager and has done a great job with this team. And also big up to Thomas Christensen, who I think has this freaking Panamanian team playing some better football than they were playing after the World Cup, where they had to change managers quite a few times. Kickoff football, just ignore them, dumb. It's hard to ignore. That's the thing. It's very difficult to ignore, man. So you have to hit them. You got to hit them. When they come at you, you got to hit them back. But you got to do it smartly, you know what I mean? You can't show your ugly side. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep it classy as well. So Kevin Gayton is saying, really excited for the World Cup octagonal after the Cup. Definitely, I'm excited to talk about World Cup qualifiers, where we are going to be doing daily live streams in September, October, November, and whenever there's international breaks. So look, in terms of stats, I didn't look at the stats yet, so I'm very interested to see what the stat looks like. Oh, man. Qatar, 15 shots at goal, 6 on target, 45% of the ball, 422 passes with an 86% pass accuracy. They committed 8 fouls. They only had 2 corners compared to Panama's 5. Panama put out a quality performance here. I have to give it to Panama, and I have to keep it real here. I never expected Panama to do well. I really never expected them to do well. Faraz, I'm from the USA, but I was born in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Look, I never expected, let me say this. I never expected Panama to do well. When you look at their stats look good. They had an 89% pass accuracy. That's up there with Man City type freaking passing Spain. You feel me? They passed the ball way better than Qatar on the night. They were very, very good. Very, very good. 55% of the ball, 11 shots, 6 on target. Quality performance by the Panamanian. Los Canaleros. Very, very good performance on the night. And look, I'm not going to say I'm sorry that I underestimated you and I thought that you were going to lose the game or whatnot. It's very difficult to predict Group D still. Grenada, we could count them out, but it's a 3-way race for those 2 spots. The first and second spot. And that's what I'm going to say right now. But look, guys, look. It's been nice. It's been nice talking to y'all. We need 5 more thumbs up to hit 50. Please do so. I will definitely appreciate that. But guys, look, it's late. It's getting late. It's already late. 2 a.m. I got to wake up at 4:45, but I just had to do this. And I'm going to make it, I know my wife's mad at me right now, but I'll make it up to her, you know what I'm saying? I'll deal with her. Don't worry yourself about her. I'll deal with her, okay? So, look, I love you guys, but I gotta leave you guys right now. All right, I gotta leave you. We'll talk tomorrow, where we will have more time. Tomorrow could actually be a 2-hour live stream. It could be a longer live stream tomorrow. But right now, that's where I call it. That's where I have to call it. You guys made some very, very good comments, and I wish I could go through all of them right about now, but I can't. But the last one that I'm going to go through right now is Kickoff Football saying Gold Cup has had some good matches so far, judging from match day 1. That's the completion of match day 1 as well. So big up to KCDB, who says, Dom, give me a shout out. I swear I've watched your videos and learned a lot about the Caribbean islands, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. Big up to you. Thank you very much. So look. Just to do a quick recap of match day 1, where match day 1 has been completed. We had some good games. Mexico 0, Trinidad and Tobago 0. That was a classic. Canada 4, Martinique 1. Good performance by Canada to start the tournament. 1-0 for the experimental USA team versus Haiti. And I did get to watch this game today again while waiting to watch the match between Qatar and Honduras, Panama. So we also had El Salvador convincingly beating Guatemala 2-0. They left it late, but it was a convincing victory nevertheless. Jamaica beating Suriname 2-0. And the Suriname fans have been coming at my neck as well. Costa Rica beating Guadeloupe 3-1. And today's matches, Qatar 3, Panama 3, Honduras 4, Grenada 4. And that would be a wrap for match day 1. So guys, you know I have to predict the games coming up tomorrow, and let me do that. I almost forgot to do that, but let me predict the games coming up tomorrow, where we have Trinidad versus El Salvador. Guys, judging from the way El Salvador played against Guatemala, a Guatemala team that came into the tournament on, basically they arrived at the party very late, fashionably late. Trinidad, what they did against Mexico, I think this one could be another draw. But I think we might actually see a goal or two in this game. I'm going to actually say a 1-1 draw here. And it's going to set up the final match day between El Salvador and Mexico, and Trinidad and Guatemala. It's going to set it up. It's going to put it on a knife's edge. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Trinidad, El Salvador, and I think that's a good one, because judging from what Trinidad did, if they continue, if they play, to their form that they played against Mexico, I think they could actually get a point and put themselves in contention to sneak through against my prediction. We also have Guatemala against Mexico. I think Mexico are gonna bounce back from their 0-0 loss. It's a loss. It's not a draw. So I'm going to go for Mexico to actually beat Guatemala 3-0. 3-0. It might be more, but let's see how that one work out. So those are my predictions. Big up to Abob. Thank you very much. Who says go to sleep. DD, TNT Soca Warriors. 43 minutes in. And guys, that's where I'ma leave you for the night. So thanks to everyone who newly subscribed to the channel. Thanks to all the people who super chatted, all the new members. Thanks to everybody who left comments tonight. Thanks to everybody who keep following the content, who keep watching the videos and supporting the thing. All right. So for your boy Dominic Rich, coming from the Rich Squad Basement Studios, I like to say thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace. Namaste.